Baby, could you? I got too much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you sailing right now.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. 15. Rim. Liz.
On first down, it's Smith. And his first pass is incomplete. It was the safety, Darian Thompson, that time who was able to break it up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Hey, on. Good list. Orange. 15, yeah.
From the gun, here's Smith. Jordan Reed has it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Smith finding his big tight end Reed for a Redskins first.
Hey, on. Double.
On first down, Smith. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 6 there on first. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Settle down, huh?
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Out to the left here to Reed. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 11 and a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Alec Ogletree able to run him down for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. Smith. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Kareem Martin. with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now the first running back drafted this year is Saquon Barkley. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now third down. On third down, Taylor. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play for the Giants on third down. 46 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Shepard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. A first down carry for Barkley. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Slow.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they don't even need to run a second down play. Give them the first.
And typically when we see this jumping, isn't it usually third down, fourth down? They got them on second down. I think that's a lack of discipline.
So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are in for 6. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Rosas now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Redskins now. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
Like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
A, B, and C.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
From the gun on third down, Smith. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. This is fielded at the 27. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Now Saquon Barkley, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Slow.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Well, they didn't really have to earn that first down, did they?
Well, they're not having to earn much, are they? Back-to-back penalties. First was 1st and 5, and now they give them a first down.
Slow.
Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Shepard. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Throw left side complete to Ingram. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Redskins scoop it. And they will take over. At the 26-yard line. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
No, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Taylor. And now he'll tuck it and run. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 2nd and 10, Smith is brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The first carry for the rookie, it's Darius Geis. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Giants have it, it's picked up. A fumble lost last week, now a fumble lost this week. Is this just growing pains of a rookie?
It is growing pains, but they can't afford them. Not him nor his team. That means extra work during the week with his coaching staff and extra work on his head to make sure he doesn't lose his confidence. They like him. They want him to flourish.
Because you know he wants to avoid that label of being a fumble machine.
It is a label that is hard to shed, and that just means teams come after you even more, ripping and raking at the football when you're carrying it.
Slow.
On 2nd down, Taylor. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
So that last penalty making this 3rd down much more manageable. 3rd down, 4 yards to go. To throw is Taylor. He's going to rifle one deep left. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down deep in Washington territory. That one goes for 36 yards. Taylor will lead up the offense 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Now Taylor. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Roger Lewis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Hey, on.
Smith on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Back to the air, Smith on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Richardson. And I think the ball's out.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me.
Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off, William Gay. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one lines up.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down, here's Taylor. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On first and 10, it's Taylor going for it all. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Second and 10 now, it's Taylor. Open man right side is Ingram. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To throw on third down, Taylor escaping the pressure right. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
No move to pull the offense. Taylor's going to go for it.
Z. All right. 319. Slow. Z.
Fourth down, here's Taylor. And that's complete to Lewis. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Let's go. 15.
Nice with the carry on second down. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw, Smith. Eluding the pressure right. Shakes off the sack. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down. So we have come to halftime, and what's all? Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Giants on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Matt Ioannidis in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Riley Dixon now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Crowder now to return. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Smith over the middle, complete. It's Richardson, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Hey, on.
On first down, Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Rosas now to add the PAT. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
Let's go. Let's go. 15.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Smith. Space to maneuver at the 40. Wide open receiver complete. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Here's Smith. This one caught by Crowder. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They go play action here on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Olivier Vernon in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw on second down is Smith. And he gets it down to the 32. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Smith now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Smith. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Richardson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. To throw is Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10, Smith again. And his throw here's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now.
And he's got his man. That's Crowder for the Redskins touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action, it's Taylor. He's going to put that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. He finds Beckham complete. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is
blitz coming, and down he goes. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now Taylor to throw on second down. Now Taylor hit. He lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game. So hold on here. Not done in the fourth. Here's Smith. Docks him with a grab over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right.
And in the most curious way there to burn some clock, that was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. After the interception, here's Smith. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And he fends him off. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Sometime in this fourth quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
On second down, here's Barkley. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively. And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe. Taylor, incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call. And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore. On second down, Taylor steps away to his left. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
Third and long, it's Taylor. And he comes back with one complete. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. Taylor will throw again. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Rosas now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better. I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence. See what happens.
Let's go. Let's go, 15. Let's go. 15.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Olivier Vernon. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Smith now on second down. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion. What's that? It wasn't an interception. Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long. They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
Hey, on.
Smith on first down. Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. Throwing again is Smith. Sliding out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kareem Martin in there to get him his second sack now in the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Olivier Vernon in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Taylor going to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Rosas to add the extra point. Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. On second down, here's Smith. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Let's go. Let's go. 15. Liz.
On 1st and 10, Smith. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Andrew Adams. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
Alert. 3 down. Ready.
Taylor to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the